strategic vision and growth, Chile projects on 80% growth in kiwi fruit exports.
Kiwis was incredibly recognized as the king of vitamin C, more than oranges and other ones. And that has been an excellent opportunity to sell fruit. You are not competitor all the time with the other countries. Many times, you cooperate and compete at the same time. Why? Because we're opening market. Kiwis is a new fruit in India, in Chile, and many places because coming from China.
Welcome to Real Talks, presented by the Blue Moon, where diplomacy meets detail and every conversation ripens with intent. I'm your host, Jjuliaa Gangwani, and today we peel back the layers of Chile's golden fruit, kiwi fruit. Joining me is Mr. Carlos Cruzat, President of the Chilean Kiwi Fruit Committee, a voice of resilience, innovation, and strategic clarity in the global fresh produce industry. From orchard to export lane, from PSA recovery to digital storytelling, we explored how Chile is deepening its presence in India and beyond. Mr. Carlos, welcome to Rare Talks.
Very welcome for you. Thank you very much for inviting me to talk with you. It's a pleasure.
Mr. Carlos, we'll start first with your strategic vision and growth. Chile projects on 80% growth in kiwi fruit exports by 2030, despite recent volume dips. How does the committee plan to balance quality enhancement with ambitious expansion, especially with new orchards coming into production?
Well, if you analyze the industry under the effect of PSA, as many other countries in the world, we were really affected and we lost 40% of our hectares because they were really damaged by PSA. And what is happening right now is many growers that survive this disease, they are more specialized in terms of production. They are producing more than in the past, and they are worried about to do a better job, more concentrated in details, and now they are producing more, then they are having better fruit. Coincidentally, in the world, there are a huge demand of kiwis. With the COVID, kiwis was incredibly recognized as the king of vitamin C, more than oranges and other ones. And that has been an excellent opportunity to sell fruits. And what we see in the market is that the future is going to be growing and growing. If you analyze the last 20 years, the volume grows 50% in the world, the offering volume in the world. And the prices of this volume grows 100%. That means that the market is really strong to buy kiwis, especially they're an influence of gold kiwis because have a higher price than green. But at this time, the future looks really healthy and good. In the North Hemisphere, Italy, that used to be the biggest exporter, now have probably 40% of the volume that they used to have. And Greece has been having more volume, but still there are less volume than in the past, and all North Hemisphere been offering to buy by different countries. Always I said offering, but because it's fruit that is commercialized in different countries. China produce the same like the rest of the world. And then if you put China into the equation, everything's changed. But if you maintain China isolated and you can analyze the rest of the world, you understand that the North Hemispheres probably produce the double of the South Hemisphere. And consumption is 80% of consumption is in the North Hemisphere. For this reason, countries that are in the South Hemisphere have the opportunity to offer fruit in the off-season. And this is one of the reasons why we are growing, because growers is facing a better market with better prices, with more demand, considering COVID effects and new generations that are looking for new fruits with more properties, healthy properties, and they are available for pay for these things. Yeah, and then the market is strong, it's growing. Growers are planting more, and what we do as a committee, the Chilean Kiwi Fruit Committee started 15 years ago, is a voluntary organization. We have 70% of the total growers and exporters inside our organization. And what we do is promote the quality. What is the most relevant responsibility when you accept to be part of our community is you have to start picking your fruit under an agreed parameters of dry matter and sugar level. And the committee check every single orchard and authorize that this orchard can start. With this, we assure that the minimum quality is absolutely clear that we're gonna get, but obviously is just the bottom. What we promote is have better data, because when you have more bricks, you have more maturity inside the fruit, more physiological condition, and then the behavior during the post-harvest is much better. And then what we do, considering that there are a huge marketing potential and many growers want to plant in the future, is give them information about what is the kind of market that we are facing in the future. Because we have a new world. If you compare 20 years ago, commercial was really slow in comparison to right now. There's not too much containers moving. Right now it is 1,000 of containers and million of containers moving every month to different countries. You have internet and you can connect people, sell your fruit, and then it's a new revolution of how to sell the fruit. And in this condition, what we talk with our growers and exporters is we need to achieve quality. Quality is the only way to be consistent in the long term and be demanded by consumers. If you don't have quality, it's not a problem of price, it's quality requirement. And this is what we try to give them with different seminars during the year. We have information in our website. We have different orchards that we use to inform them what they can do in different conditions, etc. And then what we do is give them what they cannot do by themselves. We don't talk about irrigation because they know how to irrigate. They know how to buy fertilizer. We don't talk about this. If there's some necessity, we come in inside. But if it's not, they can do it by themselves. We only come in to support some moments in the logistic industry or in the grower situation, in the exporter situation, or in the importer situation, or in international relations between countries where we can do something. This is our role. It's how we are protecting the healthy growth of our industry for the future.
Mr. Carlos, you have answered many of my questions, but still, I'll start with this last. As you mentioned, the basic quality, when any orchard prefers to join your organization, you give them a basic parameters. So for the importers, the minimum quality has been checked by your organization already. So when we are talking about the sustainability and quality, what initiative is the Chilean Kiwi Fruit Committee undertaking to ensure sustainable production practices and minimize environmental impact, especially in the light of global climate goals?
Kiwi fruit is one of the fruits that is more sustainable than others because have few pests, and then we spray really few products to control pests. And what need is water, but the production is so high. And then finally, the fingerprint of water by kiwi is not relevant. It's really small in comparison with other species. And in this way, it's really sustainable, the kiwi industry, because works with the simple things like copper to control bacteria. That is part of the nature. It's not an artificial product to control the disease. It's something natural. And then in this way, kiwis is mainly a health product and a sustainable product, and it's not easy to be competitive in this way. We are worried because we have to control every single product that is spread into the orchard, following the rules of global gap or many other requirements that the retails have in Japan, in UK, or in other markets, especially in the market that are so strict in these terms. And then the companies check that the fruit that coming into the facilities to be packed and then exported must to respect all of this rule, and they analyze the residues of any product that could exist. And then in this way, it's a healthy crop, in my point of view. It's a healthy crop. It's not really complicated.
Mr. Carlos, you mentioned already the biggest producer, Italy, and then Greece are there. There is New Zealand also. So how do you leverage these differences to gain a competitive edge in global markets? What sets Chilean kiwi fruit apart from these major producers?
First, I think we have to understand that when you produce a species in the world, you are not competitor all the time with the other countries. Many times, you cooperate and compete at the same time. Why? Because we are opening market. Kiwis is a new fruit in India, in Chile, and many places because coming from China. Yeah. And there's no recipes from grandma or in the family. No one's usually eat kiwis in the past. And then we need to educate the market. We need to come into retail and have a better size of place to put our fruit to have more market share inside the fruit area or produce area. And then if we arrive only for 3 or 4 months, the rest of the year, there's other fruit that come in and compete for us. What we need is complement the fruit that coming from the North Hemisphere with the South Hemisphere to offer consumers all year around the product present. And in this way, yes, we compete, but also we cooperate to open the market. Look at this. In 2010, kiwis was 0.5% of the global market share of fruits or the global basket of fruits. Nothing relevant. That 10 years later, 15 years later is 1%. Right now, this is 1% at this time, and then double. And what expect is that in 2060, probably it's going to be 2%. And then all the volume that we have right now is going to increase in a double for supply consumption. Because this 2% is not because we want that going to be the 2%. It's because if you analyze trends in consumption, probably we're going to grow, and then we need more fruit, and we need to educate more consumers. Then we was talking with retailers in US, and they said in the subtropical fruits, what is the most relevant fruit at this time in terms of growth is kiwi. When they sell online, kiwis is 30% of rate of growth every year, and the rest is 15%. And then for some reason, kiwis is in the mind of a new generation, more than the old generation. All the generation have their own fruits, their traditional fruits, and they are not really open to come into other ones. But if you look at The new generations, they grow in a global world, all the time receiving news and adapting technologies, adapting fruits, adapting different things. And kiwi is one of these that are being adapting. And then what is happening in Brazil is growing and growing and growing and growing in terms of market. Why growth? Because we are pushing Chile, but also Greece is sending fruit in the off-season. And then importers is having fruit all year round. And retail is having kiwis and promotion all year round. And consumers, it's having kiwis as a part of the consumption, regular consumption. This is that what I said, yes, we compete, but we cooperate a lot, opening markets and increasing consumption.
Mr. Carlos, with new varieties like yellow and red kiwi fruit emerging globally, how does Chile plan to differentiate its offering through unique varieties or branding narratives?
Yes, since the 2000, gold varieties it's been introducing into the market. They have not been really succeed in the time. If you analyze in Europe, maybe they have more than close to 120,000 tons of gold. 80% of this came from New Zealand variety. Yeah? But in 25 years, it's not a big volume because it's not easy to grow kiwi gold. It's not easy. It's more easy grows the green one. Yeah? And then all of us want to have yellow because consumers perceiving the yellow sweetness in comparison with the gold and low acidity. And this is something that Asia markets loves. Asia market loves sweetness and hate acidity. But it's not the same in Europe market where they have cold temperatures. And when you have cold temperatures, you usually have acidity. And then part of the culture is to taste acidity and enjoy the acidity. And then for them, gold is good, but the green with this, I would say, stabilized acidity, an equilibrium acidity, not extremely acid, they enjoy this fruit. And then the market is growing for the golds. Yes, for sure, it's a trend. It's important to plant more because there are new consumptions, there is a good fruit, it's a market that have to grow. Unfortunately, this time, much of the volume is coming from New Zealand. The rest of the countries have a few volume. And then when the consumers and importers told us, we need gold. Sorry, no one have enough gold at this time to offer to the markets. Mm-hmm. Maybe only New Zealand is having a lot of volume. And then it's a moment that the expectation of gold is really heavy. Ahora, what happened in a discussion with different breeders from China, they told me, gold and red is sweeter than gold usually, but we have an excellent green with higher sugar than the yellow. And when you, in the future, when you plant and try this one, you're gonna enjoy and you're gonna pay the same like in the yellow. What the consumers are looking for, especially in China, sweetness. Color does not matter. At this time, in the commercial varieties that we have and we are receiving, you can make a clear difference between the green with the yellow. Yellows are more sweeter. And then in this moment, the differences is so clear. But maybe in the future, the challenge is that any one variety that coming into the market should be sweeter than the standard that we have right now. Obviously, in the marketing world, have green, yellow, and red, it's wonderful. It's wonderful because you have a rainbow of colors. Yeah? But consumers finally, what they said, I'm not looking for color. I'm looking for my satisfaction in terms of properties and sweetness.
That's good. India is now Chile's fourth largest kiwi fruit market. What tailored strategies such as cultural storytelling or partnerships with Indian retailers will you employ to deepen penetration in a region where competitors like Iran leverage price advantages and shorter transit time?
It's a really good and complicated question, Judith. Why? Because kiwis have a lot of markets. In difference with some species that have more special markets, restricted markets, you can move kiwis to everywhere. And then what happens is India's closed. Okay, it's gonna be affected. We're gonna be affected, but we can resend this fruit to other markets. What happened with Russia have it coming into war, and it was difficult to send fruit there. We move it to other immediately. And what happened with the industry? Nothing. No problems. We did a good job. And then there are two kind of markets in general. The market that have an excellent logistic chain with the control temperature perfect, like in Europe, like in US. Every time, no matter if it's winter or summer, the logistic is wonderful, it's perfect. There are other one, like in Brazil, like in Mexico, like in India, that is different kind, where the markets on the streets, on the small towns are more relevant and they play a really big role. And in this market, you don't have logistic chain with cold temperature all the time, because you are affected by the weather. And then you took the fruit with zero degrees from the container, you put it in a truck and move it 600 kilometers to other city, mix it with other fruits, all of this fruit breedings and exchanging ethylene, and then the fruit arrives more ripened than the exactly condition that we need. And then it's more strict, it's more difficult to work with India in this way. What is the difference? India have different levels of consumption, many different levels of consumption. There are people for different size, for different qualities. If you come into UK, all the quality is the same. It's so clear. This size, this type of fruit. But in India, it's a really open market. It's an opportunity market because you have a lot of different consumers. And that's the reason why we are growing in the last 10 years in India, because we found in India importers really hungry to receive kiwis and open to find opportunity for these different kiwis and sell it in different level of consumers in different market that are adapted to different fruits. And this is what we really appreciate in India. India is a huge market, obviously, and everything is a huge market. This is the biggest populated country in the world. Everyone knows. And then it's a huge market, but it is growing. There are some still problems on the country. Not all the roads are well pavement. Sometimes you have rains, you have bad conditions to store the fruit. Okay, but with all of these characteristics that have India is an excellent market. For this reason, we are spending money in promotions in 4 markets: India, Brazil, Mexico, 3 quite similar in terms of weather, conditions, style. There are big market that is growing and growing and growing and have a heavy potential, and in the US. And the reason is, if you compare the European consumption moves from 0.5 kilograms to 3 kilograms per person. and in the different countries. But if you move it to these 4 countries that I talked, less than 0.5%. The level of consumption of kiwi is really slow. And there's some reason for this? No, there's no reason, especially in some countries like India, like Mexico, or like Brazil, that where the people feel or perceive in the fruit something relevant to feed them and to not only give energy, also to give healthness. They're worried to receive something, some benefits from the fruits. Not only is it calories, it's calories that come into my body. No, it's kind of healthness that's gonna help me in my eyes or in a part of my body. This culture is not present in all the countries. And this is one of the potential that we see in India. Because you are mixing different fruit all the time. You are mixing different foods all the time. You have a special relation with foods. That's different with the US, because US they buy a lot in volume. But people, I think they could be more educated in terms of the benefit of the fruit. I think in India knows that the fruit is relevant. India knows that the produce is relevant. And this way, India is an attractive market for us. But one of the situations that happened with India, I told you that at this time we have the 60% of the volume that used to have in the past. And India is demanding a lot of kiwis, and we don't have enough kiwis to send to India. And then we receive phone calls from many different Indians that are so enthusiastic and calling us for more kiwis. And we have to say, sorry, we don't have enough at this moment. We are preparing our industry, but we don't have enough. And they could be a little frustrated for some importers, but this is reality. We are focused. We are committed with India. We're going to grow India. But in the terms that we grow our volume, we want to stay with you, sending fruit to India. And what happened with Iran? Iran is a different kind of fruit. They have different taxes. They come in different time of the season. Yeah. And what the Indian importers and consumers have to demand is that the Iran fruits come in with good standards of quality and flavor, because they can destroy the market or they can improve the market with any country. But this is the role. We can complement the season all year round.
Okay. Mr. Carlos, we are talking about 2 things here. So I'll ask one question. Can you share somewhere to talk about the promotional things like India, US, Brazil, and Mexico, right? These are the key markets for Chilean kiwi. So can you share some successful promotional campaigns or initiatives that have helped increase kiwi fruit consumption? So that's why importers are asking more and more kiwi from Chilean industry. Any special promotion you did apart from nutrition values?
Well, every single country have different cultures. Yeah, and if you want to do promotions in US, you have to go through retails.
Yeah,
because 95% of the fruits it's moved through retails. What loves in the US? Discount coupons. They love it. This. Oh, okay, we put money in this, but all the time we are offering some recipes. Not only by the benefit exactly of the kiwis, because it's mixed and have a new kind of foods. In my point of view, the kind of recipes that they love is not good for me, because I have other kinds of approach to the salad or the how to eat kiwis. But if they want,
it applies for India. It's not necessary we'll get lured by the recipes.
Absolutely. And then we need to adapt our campaign to every single company. And then when we said We're going to spend the money in retails. In India, it's 8% the retail. It's not relevant. And this is not, we can do, but also we have to do for the wholesale market.
Yeah.
Also, what is so relevant, more than gift or things like this, is have a good information in the social media for consumers. Because everyone want to understand what they are buying, and new generations, they growth following the cell phones. If you can, I was in Hong Kong last week. It's a safe place, and then no one robs your cellular, and everyone was walking in this way. Yeah, and then you said, they're gonna crash with me because they're in this way. And what they do, they're checking, and then we need to send information to these guys through social media. This is the way. And what is the difference between old generations and new generation? New generation, they check in Instagram and in TikTok or whatever. They're checking, and they are following people that is interesting for them, that because they are people that is reliable in terms to sport or whatever style of life. My grandfathers, they don't use this way. And then the strategy have to be adapted to the way that the consumers at this time are being connecting with information, especially in every single country, because people in US following the information that retails give them, but through nutritional people that works on nutrition. But if it is not really heavy or really relevant in India, we need to use other guys. What we use in the past, we use some chef from India that are recognized, and they prepare and they teach how to use. And then what we want is that the people understand what is the benefit of the fruit, also how to prepare this fruit, and be more closer to a new product that is no well known for anyone, and this is one of the big problems. And what is the most relevant problem that have kiwis? It's the same like have avocados, the same like have mangoes, and the same like have bananas. You pick up firmes, and you need to ripe at home. When you pick up an apple, crunchy from the harvest and at the moment that you eat, all the time, so easy. But this kind of fruit, you need to learn how to mix the fruit. Kiwis, one kiwi with bananas and with the apple in the kitchen inside a bag to maintain the temperature, and also ethylene that coming from the banana incentivate the maturity of the kiwis. But this is part of the culture that we need to develop. In some places, when you live alone in Europe, and you are a professional guy that live alone, and you don't have time to prepare this kind of bags with different fruit, you come in, pick up the fruit, eat the fruit, and start a new day. But when you have a family, like in India, where you stay all together, you share the dinner, you share the food, because it's more than food. It's a social meeting. It's different.
Yeah.
And this is what our campaign tried to understand in different kind of markets.
So now we just talk about vitamin C and some nutrition values. So kiwi fruits high vitamin C and antioxidant content aligns with India's growing health consciousness. So will you collaborate with the influencers or Ayurvedic experts to position Chilean kiwi fruit as a wellness staple?
Yes. You said if the Chilean have some difference or
No, I mean because Chilean kiwi as vitamin C and antioxidants, which you mentioned in the beginning also.
Yeah.
So, are you planning to join hands with influencers or Ayurvedic experts to position Chilean kiwi fruit as a wellness staple? Because nowadays
Yes.
youngsters are coming in a big way, go for a keto
Yeah.
diet, go for a healthy diet.
Well, first of all, when a fruit grows in a different countries, the nutritional conditions are not really different. Yeah, and the kiwi that came from Australia, from Chile, from also from India or from Europe or different places, in general have the same properties. Yeah, it's not really different. And then I cannot talk about exactly the Chilean kind of fruits. I would like to talk about the kiwis as a product, as a category for the whole countries that are producing. And this is what is our focus. What we have done and what we are introducing more in all of these campaigns is the benefit of the fruit in terms of health. Let me tell you a story that we did a wonderful 30-minute program and the headline news at 9 p.m. when all the people is looking news. We put 30 minutes of about kiwis, and doctor that is a naturalist doctor, really with a lot of speech, and he talk about kiwis, and we visit different orchards, we talk about many different, and they feed a lady with kiwis because she have an insulin problem, and she replace the medicines with kiwis. And also, she used to eat vitamin C as pills, and they stopped giving pills and only ate 2 kiwis per day. And when they check, sorry, you are mute.
Is it real story? Is it really
Yes,
happened?
absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. And this lady increased they maintained the level of vitamin C a month later, and also the level of the glucose, the sugar level inside the blood was lower than in the previous moment. And then I was really surprised, but this is what the theory said. This is what the doctor said that happened. And we also talk about many other benefits. And six months later, I was at my office and I received a phone call from a lady that want to buy kiwis. And I said, this lady probably want to buy containers of kiwis. But she told me, no, I just want 3 kilograms. I said, wow, why did you take the time to call the president of the Chilean Kiwi Fruit Committee just for 3 kilograms of kiwis? And she said, yeah, because there's no kiwis in the retail, and I did kiwis. And why you need kiwis? Because I'm pregnant. And my doctor told me that to avoid the bifid spine in the fetal is relevant to have kiwis because have some amino acid that can avoid this problem. And then I'm looking for kiwis. What I'm trying to tell you, when the people recognize the benefit of the fruits, produce, vegetables, or whatever, people coming for this, they're going to buy this. And this is something that we want to introduce, and we are introducing in the different campaigns, is complement the fruit recipes, the origin, the benefits, and also health properties. This is really relevant for us.
so and this that's a good, inspiring story, I think. So I should highlight this for our wellness centers and the Ayurvedic experts. And from your end also, you could bring this story here in India. That's really amazing.
You know, we learned about this in India because we read in, I think 10 years ago, that many doctors in India were recommending kiwis. There are some problem with how to say it's a fly that transmit some problems in India. Well, I don't remember exactly the name, but when we saw that the Indian doctors were recommending kiwis to avoid this disease, they were pioneer than us, introducing the benefit of the fruit.
That's correct. Yes, that's well said. And I think so most of our younger generation is going in opposite way. Instead of food, they are going for a supplements, this. I think, yeah, that's right. If we eat right food, right time, we don't need this pills. That's correct.
Yeah, or at least it's an excellent complement. Maybe
Yes.
it's always necessary some medicines, but prepare yourself to receive in a very way these medicines.
That's right. Now, Mr. Carlos, technologies like non-invasive maturity detection algorithm are revolutionizing harvest planning. Is Chile adopting such tools to minimize waste and optimize supply chain efficiency, especially for long-distance exports to Asia?
Yes. What people want all the time is to reduce the trash and the fungus problem and have a healthy product. If you want to use some technologies, when you try to help a fruit or a person that is having problem and is coming not healthy, it's difficult to help them because they come in a poor condition. Yeah, when some people arrive to the hospital and it's not well fitted, not well nutrited, when the people it's coming sick, it's difficult to help them. When some people have coming healthy with the same problem, they coming back to be normal easily. And then the first thing is to grow the fruit into the farms with an excellent equilibrium in terms of some specific nutrition element that can you provide a longer cold storage, and they're gonna need less product to maintain this good condition. And this is the first. If you want to have a good condition, you need to receive a good product, because facilities where you pack the fruit are not hospitals. They are just packing houses. They take the fruit and maintain the fruit for a long time.
Yes.
Well, there are some techniques that we have into the line where we process, like NIR is a NIR technology, where you can check the firmness of the fruit, the sugar of the fruit, dry matter of the fruit, and also in external defects like pest or damage that you can understand that could be not good for the fruit during the commercialization time. And then at this time, technologies are helping a lot for this. But you need a wonderful fruit from the orchards. The growers is the main responsible of the kind of fruit that you're gonna buy. What do the export companies? They prepare, they maintain the fruit the same, coming into retail. Retail is not a hospital. Retail put cold storage, retail maintain the fruit. They help you to receive fruit such close to the harvest time to your time to be eaten. And then this is the most relevant. But we are working with a lot of technologies, yes. There are some external products that we use that are some gases that can reduce the problems. There are some, at this time, there are some ozone machinery that expel ozone and kill a lot of bacteria into the cold storage. And then every time we are using technologies that can kill the pest and disease by a natural way, not using products. If you analyze at this time, not talking about kiwis, no one wants pests. Everyone wants natural ways to maintain the fruit and everything. If you said you have to take some special pill, or it's much better if you eat something for your health. You eat something. because all of us are looking for healthy product, sustainable product that can sustain the product and can sustain consumption through the satisfaction and can sustain the health of the consumer that is receiving your product.
Yeah, that's right. So where you're talking about, of course, cold chain infrastructure, the technology, the chemical-free and export logistic, we have one logistical issue for sure. What Indian importers face 60 days window to receive goods. So and because of that, we have a high shipping tariffs as well. So is there something your committee is working on? And we got this CEPA also with India. India and Chile, they are working on the CEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement.
Yes.
So under that, it is coming a zero duty fruit corridor. So do you think so under this, the tariff is going to be down? What's the future under this CEPA?
Chile probably have the low tariff duties with many other countries if you compare in the world. It's really open economy. We don't have taxes with many ones. But not all the countries have this policy. Many countries protect their economies and have a lot of taxes. India have 100% of taxes for walnut.
Yeah.
Wow. This is surprise that this tariff, in kiwis is 15%. Okay, we can fight with this. And then who is affected? Consumers. Because consumer is going to pay more. Yeah. What is the reason that the government have? I'm not a politician. I don't want to talk about this, but what we are doing as a fresh fruit industry in Chile is establish a good relation with the Indian government to find an agreement that can be good for both. And sometimes it's not only said no more taxes, it's maybe we can change taxes in some species with more quickly, and other takes more time because they're protecting some industry, or maybe because they have some reasons. And then this is negotiations. We went last year to India with the president of our association. Also, we went with the Minister of the Foreign Affairs and also with the Minister of Agriculture to India. And we had meetings there talking about this, talking about how we can improve commercial, because we receive a lot of cars from India, Mahindra and other ones. We receive a lot of technology, because India have a wonderful technology in terms of processing data. And we have here a lot of companies from India giving us this kind of service. And then it's a coming and back business. And we are talking with them. Also, we are talking in terms of phytosanitary issues, because the standard of India in terms of requirement of pesticides is, in my point of view, is too high, because at this time in the global world, these standards are lower, because there are a lot of studies that show that you can put it in a lower level. And when India maintain this level, affect the amount of fruit that we can send to India. And also, India is so far for us. It takes 55 days long. And then what we would like, and we are working on this, we want to have some special vessels to send directly from Chile to India in 25 or 30 days, reducing cost, improving quality, and have more time fruit and present in India. But for this, we need to have a pool of fruits. We need to have apples coming there, kiwis coming there, and other fruits coming. And then we are working on this. We are working in terms to reduce the tariff of transit time. But the main tariff, the expensive tariff for the consumers, is the taxes.
Yeah.
And then we are working in all of this area because we want growth in India, but we need the support of the Indian industry.
It's there definitely. So, Mr. Carlos, before we wrap up, Peru has recently opened a Chancay port. And if we connect our vessels there, taking 25 to 30 days to India. So, are Chilean exporters going to use that port, or your government is okay to open to use that port to cut the transit time from Chile to India?
For sure. Chile is a really practical country. We don't say, it's in Peru and then we don't want to use this port. Forget it. It's money.
Yeah.
It's cheap, we're going to use. It's better for India, we're going to use, no problem. The question is, when they're going to have this service line for India? Right now it's not present, but when they're going to have, yes, we are really open. We don't have any problems to do it. The port that they develop is not bigger than the port that we have in Chile. They are northern than us, and then they're better connected. But for sure, we use every port. We don't have political restrictions or chauvinist attitude to say, it's for this country we don't want to use. No, this is just business for you and for us. We are looking to do a better job and have good prices, low cost, for sure. Never doubt about that. We want to use the port and the vessel that could be useful for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carlos, for sharing your insight, your optimism, and your strategic clarity from sustainability to storytelling. Chile's kiwi fruit journey is not just about exports, what I believe myself. It's about resilience, reinvention, and regional connection. And yes, India's appetite for premium produce growing day by day, and Chile's fruit diplomacy offers both nourishment and narrative. So this has been readers, listeners, Rare Talks presented by the Blue Moon. I'm Jjuliaa Gangwani signing off with gratitude, global rhythm, and editorial intent. See you soon with lots of Chilean fruits in the next episode. Thank you very much.